First of all, I had no plan to come. I had no plan to come on live stream tonight. But why did I come online? There's one thing about me. When I'm alone, ever since I started streaming, I don't like wasting the way I talk outside. I don't like wasting the energy. Whatever I have in my mind, I love keeping it to myself just to like bring it on here. So today, in the afternoon, I was thinking, there's not much to talk about today once I come here because it gets bored because I don't have people to like vibe with. It's just me doing this thing alone, and I don't have any other thing to do on life at the moment to entertain you guys, and I understand. So I was thinking, I would not be able to like raise up some conversation, but in my mind, I'm always trying to tell myself that what will I say? What will I say? So when I feel I had something to say, what do? I don't waste the energy. In fact, I try to give distant to the people around me. That's when I go to the gym. I don't want to waste the energy. And when I think about what to say, what do? I keep it to myself and look for something else to like talk about when I'm on live stream. This stuff is hard as fuck. You can't compare it to like people who are doing a temporary job or who works at company. So this is different. But yeah, so today is a long day. And what makes today long? Nothing makes it long. It was just this evening. First of all, I slept. Do I like sleeping? No. I feel I should not be sleeping. Like it is whenever I sleep and wake up or probably, just doze off. Is that the right English to use? When I would just, I might be sleeping and just turn around. When I wake up, man, I look at myself and tell myself that, nigga, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. And I'm not lying. Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm a young boy. I'm scared. See, the fear of getting to the age 30 without, being comfortable at where you are. Sometimes, you might not have gotten to where you want, but at least you still know you have a solid income. You know you're in a good apartment. You know you can probably pay for your apartment. When the money dues and the landlord chooses to increase it, you're capable of, paying it. So whenever I sleep, I have to be honest with myself and say, nigga, you're doing something wrong. I'm never gonna lie about that. I think it would be nice to lie down on the floor while I stream. Ever since I started streaming, no, I started sleeping in my room yesterday. I don't blame those people who come on my channel and go. I don't blame those people who come and go because even me myself, there are times I know, I'm boring. I should be entertaining the people watching me. So, but with time, hopefully, hopefully, I'm just hoping on God with time when I get everything ready, there's at least something whenever my viewers come or whenever people come across my page, there'll be something for you guys to like, see. But for now, I'm just going to be me. Do you know how much I practice just to be here? It is not easy. I love wasting my energy when I'm outside. There are times I don't know what to talk about. Serious. Tonight, I really do not believe I will be coming live because I had nothing to talk about. But what I did at the gym, I made sure I did not talk to people much. I stopped wasting energy and I was asking myself, nigga, what would you say when you come on live? Because if I had nothing to say, I would not come on live. I can't just be looking stupid on here. It is not easy. It is practice. So when I think about a conversation to talk about, I like keep it. Think about another conversation, I keep it. I don't waste my energy. Sometimes people might try to bring up some topic, at the gym. What do I do? Mostly if it's similar to what I have in my mind, I'm just gonna dodge it because Don't waste my energy. I prefer wasting it on here and go. And for those people who subscribe and unsubscribe, I don't blame you guys. It is normal. Even the best people in the game, the best people in the game, I notice them. People do subscribe, and unsubscribe. It is normal. I'm not supposed to be perfect. People would follow me for a reason, and it is you guys who, for some reason, some people feel I'm not supposed to follow this guy. They unsubscribe, and I have no problem with that. But with time, I would figure this thing out. I'm even sleeping here. Look at where I'm sleeping today. Yesterday I started sleeping here because being in this room, nobody will hear my voice. I'm locking myself in. I started yesterday. I was doing my VG here. I was on live yesterday night, even when I had nothing to say, sleeping. I was on live till around 3 o'clock. To pay off from 0 to 60 subscriber, it is good. I should have gotten about probably 65 subscriber now, or probably 62. But some people keep leaving, and it's cool. It's cool because even when before I got to 50 subscriber, when I was still doing push up, before I started going live, I had that kind of experience in the past. I had it, and I figure a way out. I figure why when people leave, I'm not gonna lie. There are times I feel that when people leave, imagine coming on. And the crazy thing why I notice when people leave, I might post my push up and you might see it today. The person will see another push up tomorrow and just unsubscribe. I don't feel that thing, but like I said, we are here. No matter how it was, I would pass through it. I would, pass through it. Today was a long day at the gym. I did leg day, and most people who knows about gym know one of the toughest program at the gym is leg day. I did it because if I don't do leg day, then I will hit my shape. There are those people who go to local gym out there. You see the way their body is, and I should be streaming at the gym. It will be fun because there are so many people at the gym. We do program together. Imagine about 5 people, 8 people doing one program together. That's the people I work out with. It would have been fun, to entertain the people watching me, even if some people would not stay for a long time. It is still, it's still about showing work, but no, I don't have cameras now, and I don't have the right position to, pull my stuff. So just gently, when I come here, if I can come live 2 times a day, it is okay. And whenever I feel I don't have anything up here to like talk about, I'm just gonna, leave. And I appreciate the person who yeah, viewing my channel is cool. I appreciate. And Messi. Today, I guess today was the day his father he did his father funeral. That guy, I have love for Messi, and only God knows how he must be feeling. Much love. At some point, I would, I would do something for Messi. Messi is actually my guy. There will be a day I'll build an event. It will be for Messi, and I'm really going to do this thing. But it will cost money and creativity. So when it's time, there's a way I would run my apartment, and it will be all about Messi. That's actually my guy, and it's odd to see his dad passed away. My goat. That guy would like to live stream with him one day. I know people might be thinking I'm crazy, but it's possible. Is it not Messi? It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Messi is the only celebrity, other than Drake. Messi is the only celebrity I've ever used as my wallpaper. I've never done it before. I don't find it cool. I ask myself, how would you be using a celebrity as your, as your, what is it called, wallpaper? Mostly people who do not know it, but for Messi, I don't just know. I guess the day I used him for my wallpaper was the day he won a World Cup. That's the only guy I've ever used, and I believe it's possible to stream. And even if I don't stream with him, I believe he will know me. And if I don't have the chance to stream with someone like Messi, knowing me alone is enough for me. Like, do you know this guy? And they be like, yes. So it's actually a go. So I'll set up my stuff if possible. If I have the right, when I have audience, when I have enough audience, when I have I can't waste that kind of energy waiting wasting my energy on, probably I'm having 10 people watching me and I will waste that. I'm not gonna do that. When I have a lot of subscribers, probably TV show you can rewatch forever. I don't have a TV show. I don't watch TV. I hate movie. I don't watch TV like that. So yes, I would do it. But there's a probability when I have about 100K, it's possible. 100K, serious. If I can do you guys know if I can have 60K, 60 subscribers, I can have 100K now. It will just take time. Let me see what will happen at the end of this year. And I still have so much plan. I don't know if I should show you guys my outfit. Serious, I have an ambition of becoming MMA fighter. I love stream, but as much as I love to stream, I love to do what makes me feel like a man. Why do I have interest in fighting is because ever since I start working out, I just want something that I like. There's a way I work out that I really do not believe I can work out for a very long time. And ever since I started working out, I had interest in so many, many things. I was buying this thing small, small. I was buying it small, small. You know, even everything, the kind of fight I want, like the kind of fight I want to do, I have all the style already. I've actually copied it in the notes. If I have the privilege and if it's work out for me, you know, it's just what I have in my mind and I hope it happened. I've gotten some outfits, serious, but it's just the kind of fight I MMA and I can do it in Nigeria. Most people who promote Nigeria fights is mostly boxing. There's nothing like MMA. People don't really push MMA in Nigeria. So imagine if I have my own name and become the first MMA fighter. If there was light, I should still be able to wear this thing. Let me wear it. I should still be able to wear it. Serious. But serious, and I'm going to do it at least to walk on the stage, fight. It will make me feel good. Serious, it's a dream fighting as an MMA fighter. Like, even if it's something I don't do more often, just fight when I have to. If I'm not getting paid well, yes, if I feel streaming is really better than it, I will still do it. But I will still do it, not for the money, but it will not be more often because it is draining. When I look at people who is into it, it is draining. You guys should know what this is. I've been buying all this thing down because when I have money and I feel I don't know what to do with it at times, you guys know what this is. I'm buying all this, but it might be crazy. I'll do it. There was even a time where I was fed up. Then I was thinking I would not be able to stream. I was like, I might go to Ikeja and look for a training coach and tell the coach that, I don't have money to like pay him, but if you can train me, like I would really pour my mind into it. I've actually think to that extent, and I still don't know what the future would be. If streaming is stressing me and I feel time is going, honestly I'll do it. I'll just go look for Ikeja because when I make research, I'm someone who do not have friends, so I'm Indo. I was asking ChatGPT, so and I realized there's an MMA training gym in Ikeja. So I was like, I'll just go there, look for a coach there, beg the man to like train me, that will repay him. That's if it's possible. I don't want to live a life of regret, man. These are part of. You guys should know what this stuff is. You guys should know what this stuff is. I don't know the way it works, but when I check where I bought it, this is boxing stuff. You should know the kind of. But I'm just going to do this thing. Serious. It's actually a dream. I love exercise. It's because I know exercise has really done a lot for me. I stopped smoking weed because of exercise. So I believe I can do, if I can smoke weed before exercise because of exercise, then I believe I can go into it more again. Serious. Smoking weed. But I did not smoke weed for a very long time. I was 6 months or probably 7 months. So when I was going to the gym, I realized, you know, when I believe, I don't know about any other people, but I believe, and I notice most of the people who are not smoking, it makes you feel comfortable when you smoke. It makes you feel comfortable. You feel relaxed. So there's times I want to go to the gym and I'll feel lazy to be able to stand up. Sometimes my eyes might be red, so I'll be curious about what people say, mostly weak. And it causes anxiety for me too. I hardly sleep. I at least smoke around 3 p.m. Then around 8, 9, I still can't sleep. I'll just be rolling in the bed. So when I start going to the gym, at first I was still doing it because it was not easy. Small, small, I was stopping. I don't know why. First of all, I had to leave the guy I was talking, like the guy that used to bring me the smoke. I had to leave him because it was actually my classmate in secondary school. I had to leave the guy alone. After leaving him alone, whenever he talks about, nigga, would you smoke? I'll just lie to him that I've gotten a smoke here. That's the reason why I was that was how I could that was how I escaped the guy. Whenever I ask, nigga, when was the last time you smoked? I'll be like last week. So for some reason, I started leaving it. And most people used to call me lazy at the gym. They're just cracking it, they don't mean it too. And they were calling me lazy. And me myself, I know the reason why I'm lazy. Crazy, there are people who like smoke and still go to the gym. But we are different. And I realized at some point, even before going to the gym, it was not for me. So I keep doing it. For some reason, it was becoming an habit. I realized I love the gym more than the weed. I love the gym. So I stopped stopped smoking weed. And I used the opportunity to stop alcohol. Though I'm someone like this, there's a probability I can still drink alcohol. But for now, no. I'm still, I just want to live. At least I've been clean now from alcohol, at least been a while. Weed, a while. So it changed me. And if it can change me and I know the way I feel, I believe I can actually put it into some craft like fighting, and I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. But the best way to like push it the most is with streaming. Because if I was to like do what I really want, then I'll have to use streaming. Streaming is the best way. If I want to go into something else, because at some point I'm just saying, I don't know, on the long run, like I said, I can't be, if I'm streaming and more like, whatever you do, as long as you're valuable, when you're getting paid from it. So I'm not gonna act like the money do not matter as well. But if I'm streaming, let's assume streaming is paying me more than the fighting. I will still do the fight, but not very often. I might quit on time because this thing has something to do with your health. It is not easy. When you see most people who are into sport, it is difficult for them to have girls time. It is very, 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 very difficult. Only if they have a wife. And you will surely hear them telling you that most times they don't touch their wife. So it comes with sacrifice. Imagine training about 2 times, 3 times a day. When you come back, you have to relax. So all those kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll do it. But the kind of mindset I have, if I'm actually, getting paid enough, I would use streaming as the last thing I would ever do. Like, once I have the name, once I just feel okay, I don't want to fight anymore, I can just be in my environment and be streaming. But yeah, I'll do it. I'll make sure I do this thing. Most people used to look at me like lazy, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I keep pushing. I'm one of the best people in my gym right now who comes back to back. But most people would not know why this guy keeps coming to the gym more often. Most of them ask me, nigga, don't you have work? It really changed me. Because then, if you know the way I used to tip them, even my look was different. Just because of weed, my look, everything was different. It changed me. It changed me. There was a girl I was dating then. She was like, so is you want to give in our money and be spoken with now. And one of the reasons why I stopped, I'm not gonna lie, but I will not say that is the full reason why, because even when I left this girl, I was still doing it. But one of the reasons why, I stopped motivating. So part of it, I was like, when I leave this girl, after leaving this girl, now, I don't want her to look at my life and feel when he left me, his life have gotten worse. Those are one of the reasons why I stopped smoking weed. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it is one of the reasons why, because that's actually my favorite person. Just because you like someone does not mean you can't live them. I can't be in a relationship that is draining me. But one of the reasons why I stopped smoking is actually because of her. Because I remember the last time she came here to like apologize. I was high that day. So coming here when she came here, my look was not good. Like even I changed, people around me was telling me, which is my mom, because she noticed when she come home once in a while, she'll be like, and this place is smelling. So I deny because on the long run, what is she going to do to me? So there was this day this girl came here. When she came here, I did not open the door for her at first. She knocked for like 2 hours or 1 hour. I did not open the door. So when I finally opened the door, she came in. First of all, asked like she wanted to come and pack some of her stuff. Then she was, trying to apologize to me. I don't just want to look at her face because I have nothing to do with her anymore. But then I could tell there's a way she was looking at me, other than the way she feel about me. She was like, but boy, my if you don't, understand Yoruba, more like this guy just wants to spoil his life. That was the kind of look I think, the way she was looking at me. So and it has always been in my mind that, guy, you need to stop this thing. And there's one word I used to tell myself, even before I stop, you don't need the weed needs you. Because I noticed one of the people who are smoking weed, most of the people we even, introduce you to it, most times they want to quit, but they can't run away from it. And I'm someone who like, paying attention to things. I was with the guy one time, which is the person that, I took, like, I smoked with back then. He has the mindset to quit, but he did not, say it. So he was with one of his guy. While they were talking, the guy was just like, nigga, I want to stop smoking this thing. And that my friend was like, he wants to stop too. But none of them, I just joined at that moment. And they could not advise me to stop doing it. Meanwhile, they want to stop, but they can't stop. So these are one of the things I put in my mind. Whenever I want to stop smoking, I used to tell myself, you don't need the weed needs you. Because then, in my head, I used to feel the weed makes me, I used to think, with the weed, I will be able to think fast. That was what I was feeling at that moment. I'm not going to lie. When I was smoking, I was like, I like the way I used to think, but it's a lie. It's a lie. There's a way when you first start smoking, you will feel like that guy. But at some point, the highness, you stop feeling the highness. At some point, you stop feeling the highness, and I realize, I'm glad I realized the weed is not good for me. And I realized even these people smoking, my friends smoking, why is they smoking till this moment? If the weed is good for them, if they believe it is good for them, I drink alcohol and I have no problem with alcohol. But there are times I just be like, it is, making my stomach big when I was still smoking it, and why? And I stopped for a while because I was working out. But if the weed was really good for, those my nigga, they would not say they want to quit, honestly. So when I think about this thing and I'm looking for a way to stop, I could not. So, gym really changed me. And when I was gymming, I put it in my mind, you don't need the weed needs you. And I'm here now and I'm glad. There are still, I'm not gonna lie, there are still some time I want to like just feel like, nigga, should I try this thing again? But I'm glad I've stopped smoking weed. Okay, crazy thing is, if you check my page, most of my recent, my early post I used to post on here before I started streaming, you would notice my face is always red. That's for you to know I don't cap. There was a guy who, my comment section then was like, guy, why is your face always red? Now I'm fresh now. At least I still look cool. Then it was obvious. I don't know. It was making me lazy and stuff, but I'm glad I stopped. And it is not good. And I believe there are people out there who, really want to stop this thing. And one of the reasons why I stopped talking to that my nigga, mostly about weed. Last week, yesterday night, we were still having this conversation. He wants to come to my place, but I was telling me I was not home. I've traveled because I might be feeling like I can control myself when it comes and no. And mostly I'm actually scared if I should tell this guy that I've stopped smoking weed, he might, temptate me. There's a probability he might, temptate me, and I'm scared of this. If you know this thing called colos, when people see that they want to make a decision and they can't do it, but someone else is doing it just to make their life better, they might really do things you don't really like. So yes, because I do think in a negative and positive way. So this is one of the reasons why I chose to stay away from that, my friend. When he asked me when was the last time he spoke, I'll just be like last week, last week, last week. Meanwhile, I'm lying, and I'm actually scared because it can mix something. I might feel I have self control to like stop the weed when it comes, and so I'm glad I stopped it. I'm glad I stopped it. 6 months now, clean. And if my ex should see me now, in her mind, she will still be thinking this guy life would have been, worse than this because he's now smoking. But cap, I left all the social media. The only platform I am on at the moment is YouTube. I left all the social. I stopped posting on TikTok, and the only thing I was posting on TikTok too was content then. But if you come across most of my life, I used to say I don't want TikTok at the moment. I don't just want TikTok. I believe if I can do it on YouTube, if YouTube can really, if I can succeed on YouTube, then any other platform will be easy for me. Any other platform will be easy for me if I can succeed on YouTube. So I'm trusting the process, and that's it. I wish I can play music on here. Coming out, someone just subscribed to my channel now. It is good. You see the way I have something to say now. Tomorrow might come and I don't, have anything to say. When I look at myself, I just support this thing work out. And the reason why I'm sharing this thing with the people watching is because you guys are my, and I believe this is the best place to share my life. This thing. The time is slow. The time is slow. If there's something I would like to give out to most guys out there, I remember when I used to be in a relationship, and when I'm talking to, I remember when I used to be in a relationship. What's up, bro? How you doing? I remember when I used to be in a relationship. When I look at myself now, boy, this is why I said, even when I left this relationship with this girl, I feel like truly like, though she fucked up, but I had the choice to make it use it as an excuse and be like, okay, it's because she fucked up. What's up? I just replied to your chat. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just on here. So I had the choice to speak bad about her, but I don't want to speak bad about her because the best thing I did when I broke up was I did not go into some other relationship. I feel I was going to go to another relationship when I left her, but I did not, and I'm glad I did not. I focused more on myself, and during those times where I was focusing on myself, there are times I still think about her. There are times that I might be busy all day, but once I get home in the night, this is someone I was with for a very long time, and this is the person. To me, I've been with some girls even before I met her. But when I was dating this girl, trust me, she was acting like that girl at first. Though she still have the attitude of being that girl, but she did some things I believe I can't stand. But when I left her for 2 hours, sometimes I just stay on my bed, reflect. I noticed that I did some mistake. I noticed my own past mistake, and I noticed the red flag. You know, most guys, we do when we're in love, we do ignore some kind of red flag, even if it is not, you know, the worst thing you would see. But we ignore the red flag. Like girls, they do test people. When I realized back when I be like I fuck up. Mostly there was one stupid thing I used to do when I was with my girl, and I would never do it again. And I realized if I should fall in love again this time, the girl must be valuable too. Because you know, no one is doing me a favor to date me. Once I go for a girl, this is why I love going for a girl I like. There's one dumb stuff I used to do. Whenever I feel that girl was probably she might be cheating or she has another guy, you know, I might be like, whenever she goes to work, I might be like, swear with your life that you know you are not cheating on me. Swear with your life that you are not. No guy is asking you. I swear with your life that you know you don't find some other guy, you know, attractive. You know, and there are times you will do it, and you know, a girl swearing for you. Just because a girl swear does not mean she's being real. Because then I know this girl like me, and you know, we both talk about you know building a future together. So and people can cheat on you. Just as a guy, use yourself an example. You can decide that you want a future with this girl and still you know cheat on her. So I believe ladies do have that mindset too. Seriously speaking. So you know, I used to ask her, swear with your life that you know cheating on me, this kind of thing. Now, leaving the relationship, now I realized I was dumb for asking someone to swear. Because even when she swear, I was still repeating those words. You know, I might ask her today that swear with your life that you don't have any other guy in your life. Swear with your life that you know you don't see any other guy other than me. And I realized even when she swear, I still have the mindset, you know, I might feel relief at that moment. I might feel relief that day. But you know, 1 week after, 2 weeks after, this thing might still pop up in my head. Say, this guy might be doing this thing, this guy might be doing this. But I noticed then, you know, after leaving the relationship, I realized all I should have done was to study the pattern. If she was cheating or she had some other people, and it is as simple as that. No one has to swear for you because swearing would not make you relieve, even if you try. When you tell your girl to swear, when she tell you the things you want to hear, and when she probably she has a male friend, and you be like, why is this person your friend? What are you people doing together? And she be like, you guys are they are not doing anything together. In your mind, you might not still feel relief. So when you're asking this kind of girl to swear, it's unreasonable because when she do it and you feel relief, at some point it will still keep popping up in your mind. And the only reason why I was asking those kind of story then was I was starting to see some, you know, red flag. And that was what I was, you know, supposed to really pay attention to. But I was not. I was more about, you know, feeling relief, and there's something in me that feels she's not going to do that because she likes me. And I'm wrong because I'm supposed to use myself an example. Being in a relationship and knowing that this is the kind of girl I want. Do I not find some other girl, you know, attractive? I do. So why would my girl not, you know, feel the same way? But I learned a lesson from that, like I said. I learned a lesson from that, from the relationship, and you know, it's in my mind. I believe now if I was to be in another relationship, I have to find the girl, you know, attractive though. And when I mean attractive, she has to be like reasonable. I don't just love. There are people who say love at first sight. That'll be the last thing I'll ever do. I don't think I can love someone just because of they look good. I'm someone who would go for energy, go for different type of stuff. So that's just what I believe. And you know, I learned my lesson from that. When your girl swear for you does not change anything. You'll still be insecure. Oh, Messi, Messi. Only God knows the way Messi will be feeling at the moment. Messi, my favorite player. If I can hold this conversation for like 1 hour, it will be cool, you know, then I'll go offline. Guys, did you guys, you know, I would appreciate if you guys go on my last post. For now, you know, I don't have some reasonable content to be posting out there on YouTube. I still have to learn the way YouTube work, but at least whenever I post, a picture on my channel, I would really appreciate if you guys, like the video on my channel. Because I just posted my push-up video now. You guys can, help me like my push-up video. But it's actually, I'm just doing the push-up because I made a promise to myself. The gym was cool, my bro. The gym was cool. I just go back, I left the gym around 9. That's when I leave gym. Training for 5 hours then. I left the gym around 9, my bro. I just got here not so long. This is my bro. What's good now? How's work? Ozula. So, you guys should still like my push-up video for now. When I figure out the way, I'm trying to pay attention to the way YouTube. Okay. My bro. What's good now? There was this time we asking about if my girl should be at my place. I can tell you have a girlfriend, Abby. Because you can only be asking me that question if you have a girl. See, when was the last time someone asked me what I had? I had bread and butter. I needed something fast food. Bread and butter was what I had. It was cool. It was simple. It was good. Divorce, okay. So you've been married. You've married. You don't marry before. Fuck, divorce. Crazy. What's wrong with this relationship or like divorce? Have you been married before? Yeah, nah, you don't. Nice. But what's wrong with relationship these days? Relationship or marriage? Like, do people really believe in forever? It is difficult. These are one of my fear about marriage these days. It is difficult. Marriage relationship, it is difficult. It is difficult. But me, I would. This is why I love being in love at the right time. I don't just like a girl because she's fine or she's beautiful. There's okay. And there's a reason you'd leave now. You left her finally. Probably she has been doing some shit you don't like. At some point you have to leave her. The one you say you left her finally. But seriously, relationship is weird in this period. You don't even know what to trust me. If I was to be in a relationship at some point, I would never listen to what the girl was saying. The only time I believe I would you know date her is because when I see she has a good mindset, that's the way she thinks. But when a girl speak bad about their ex, just to like make the story interesting, I don't take this kind of stuff personal. I don't believe. I notice most people now these days, their ex is always at fault. They are not always at fault. The girl I used to date must be out there now speaking bad about me. And when I look at our relationship now, the girl I left, when I look at when I reflect on our relationship now, I realize most of the people she has ever dated, they always have problem. She has never been the one wrong. Now I know who fuck up in our relationship, but I know leaving after leaving her, she would go and make that person feel I was the one who fucked up. and so I don't think I'll ever believe any girl when it comes to that type of story. I'll only go for a girl when I feel she's reasonable, I like the way she think. But the last thing I'll ever do is to fall in love at first sight. I've never done that in my whole life. Even as a child, even as a young boy, I never almost fall in love with a girl for dumb reason. Anyone I love likes me back, and he's always real. And and I'm not saying it, but I'm not being proud saying this thing, but I'm always the one breaking up with most of the girls I've been with. And how many relationships have I been? Serious relationship have I been? Two. But girls who I do not like, I'm just trying to play. Some of them I break up with me, but it is not my business because the reason why most of the girls who I don't like break up with me is because at some point, I believe girls they will ignore the red flag. When a guy asks a girl out, you would know at some point if the guy wants to take it serious or if he's just playing. So most of these people choose to like ignore it. So most of the girls that have ever broke up with me my whole life they are girls I don't like. But the girls I truly like, I'm always the one breaking up. No time. See my bro, relationship. Relationship. There was a time when I used to feel, I am the only one who have bad luck when it comes to relationship. But I know I'm not the only one. I realize I'm not the only one. I'm not the first person who they will cheat on. I'm not going to be the last. Even I was watching Drake. If you guys are a fan of Drake, you can go and watch most of the streaming he did. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Someone asked him if he has been cheated on, and he said yes. I kind of feel happy. He's actually my guy, my best artist, but it's not because of Drake alone. I realized this thing later. I like Drake a lot though. That's my guy. I realized my guy too was cheated on. It's cool. That guy, music is on another level. He has song. If people pay attention to his lyrics, that's why he's one of the best outside there. That's one of the best. He has song to every mood. I don't know most of the song to the fullest, most of the song, but trust me, when you go to ChatGPT and ask if you feel this way, and go on ChatGPT and type it about Drake, they'll bring a song similar to it. So Drake is good for that kind of stuff. He's me. And it's actually this. I don't know why I find him attractive to that, to that kind of level because maybe it's the same month with me. I don't know if that's the reason why, but I love him. I love the way he carries himself. And he's fine boy again. He has BS just like me. I'm even looking forward to do the way there's a way he's plating his hair recently. There's a way he's plating his hair recently. I'm actually, planning on plating my hair there at some point. Not now. I just want to look like my guy for a while. I'm not trying to look at him, but at least, have that kind of look. Drake is my guy, but there's something he's doing recently. Fuck. I don't have the video here. There's something he's doing recently. I don't know if it's how rich he is at the moment, but I realize this guy he does not talk much with girls again. I don't know. This is something he brought on live stream. But this guy, whenever he talks to girl now, it's just when I listen to most of his lyrics, when he's when he take people's girlfriend away from them or their baby mama away from them, he's always flexing about his money. But that one is into music. But I realized I was watching one of his live stream. This guy gave one girl $25,000, and though he loves women, he has respect for women. He gave one girl $25,000 with a baking bag. He gave one $25,000, and but telling her that she can go to any country she wants of her choice. The last one was, the girl, it was just talking to this girl randomly, and the show was all about looking for a wife or a girl. Then this girl was like, can he ask him something? Was like, yes, he should ask. And she asked for, can you get no? I guess he asked the girl, ask me anything you want. And the girl was like, are you sure I can ask? Then he was like, yes. The girl was like, can you get me a house for my mom? This guy said he was going to get it. I don't know if a guy should have that kind of mindset. It will be difficult for him to, find love, or it will be difficult. But I don't know if he has gotten to the stage. See, there's a way people used to have experience in life that, probably has gotten to a stage where in life where, because like I said, he said he has been cheated on. Probably got to a stage in life where he realized whether I hold a good conversation with these girls or whether I hold a bad conversation with these girls, they're still going to do what they want to do. Because why would you be talking to a guy and just tell them you want to buy a house for them? But he has money, he has gotten to that stage. His money is actually a lot of money, but why would you be talking to a girl and you just buy a house for her real quick? And when I check most of his song lyrics, he's always flexing on how he spend money for girls. He was even telling the girl, if I wake up early in the morning, and you send me a reasonable text that I find funny, I can actually get you a Mercedes Benz. He said it to a girl, I was like, nigga, why does all your conversation with a girl has to be with money? Why? I don't know if he has gotten to that stage in his life, because that guy has been at the top for a very long time. There's a stage you get to with me like this. I've gotten to a stage with girl where I believe I can't do a long talking stage. I can't do it long. I don't have that time. If I was to date any girl, I'm just gonna tell the girl how I feel. I'm never going to use 2 days or 3 days trying to look for a conversation to tell a girl, and at some point I'll not ask her out. Never. When I'm getting your number, I'm telling you what I want from you. If it is relationship, if it is not relationship. I don't know if he has gotten to that stage in his life where if there's nothing you can tell a woman, they will do whatever they want to do. But I just feel as a guy, and he's still single, you can't be, talking to a woman and every conversation you talk about is mostly about money. You can't find true love that way. No. Girls, they are very weird. They can act like they have money. But trust me, when you really see a girl and well, I'm not gonna act like they don't have money. But when you really see a girl who has someone who she really thinks about on a long run, like thinks about, really feel she would still want to be with, it's always one guy like that. No, I appreciate all good. I appreciate, so that kind of. But it's Drake, but I love the fact that he has respect for women, and he loved gifting them every year. So I don't know the way you view. I swear, I don't know. It is even the more dating this period is even crazy. Only because I chose not to. But the last time, I've never done it before, and there's no girl that will ever, there's no girl who has ever been with me that will be like, I used the guy for his money. I've never had that kind of experience before, and it will never happen. I don't even feel comfortable when I feel I'm proving love to a lady with money. I've never done it before, but I believe as a guy, when you like a girl and you believe she's worth it, you will spend. I've actually spent. I've spent on the only girl I've ever spent on is one girl, and like I said, she was worth it. Even when we break up, she can never have this kind of mindset that I use this guy. And do I regret everything I did for her? No, because even while I was doing it, I still had this mindset that she can still fuck up, and these things are meant to happen because you don't own anybody, So I felt relief, and at the same time I kind of felt I lost. But before I started showing the girl love, and sending some money, she has also played a good role. She did not stress me. She makes things easy for me. This is why I love going for people who likes me too. If I find you attractive and you find me attractive, But as a guy, why would he be talking to a lady using money as the key point? That's not good. Let me play a game. But I love women. I don't know. Well, only if a woman, even that, just to choose to like, twist the conversation. I love women a lot. I would never have a problem with any woman. But it's also a good advice. I mean, whatever I feel I know about women, I feel it's a good thing to share it out there because. And the only time women out wicked to men is when to men who they don't like. So this is why when I just like giving advice to doing my best to like give advice to men who I feel probably my friends. Sometimes I learn from them too. Whatever thing we talk about women, but one thing I know, a woman can love you. You can be her favorite person, and she still cheat on you. So any single other than that, any single thing I say about a woman again that is actually bad. Trust me, she is. I'm only giving it to the guys who I believe go for girls that like. If a girl likes you, she can cheat on you, but there's some other thing that a girl cannot do. So whatever I give out there, whatever advice I give out there about women, mostly for the girls who do not like you, and you would see the pattern. Other than that, yes, okay. Thanks. Bro, stop hanging. First, bro, second.